Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer too. A Ford carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two.
The computer converts these numbers into impulses that cause sound waves to come directly from a loudspeaker. The art of computer graphics is only in its infancy. Only by computer could they be calculated and for the first time pictorially described. The entire musical score accompanying this film was composed on a computer that can produce nearly endless variations of sounds.
Welcome to another stream, the third stream of the day. Record for me. That's got to be a sad thing, anyway. So, is there anything else? Stream. Is there anything else that needs sorting before the G-code? Stream number 21 in the series. Okay. Howdy do, get over to it and let's just have a look, just get on with it. Alrighty then. So, let's just carry on. No filling, no what happened on the previous episode, no, none of that. So we've got, I'm just about to say that, we've got this clip-in ability now for this optional piece here. And I was just thinking, just had a thought then, rather than it just slanting down like that, maybe you could put a plug, USB plug or a compact flash in. There's not enough room there. So it would have to come through on the other panel. Right. So I need to give it another once over, because you never can tell when it's finished or not. So let's just give it a once over. Is there anything else that needs to be tinkered with? And I was thinking maybe that there. Take the sides off. Let's hide the floppies a minute, because I want to see behind there. Oh, let's get rid of the lid so I can see inside. There we go. Right, so this, when you put this drive cradle and power supply back in, it's going to be against that there, isn't it? So probably needs to have a bevel on it there, maybe. Otherwise you're going to have to, you're trying to fit something in between two bits of plastic. You've got to be spot on and you've got to keep trying. But if there's a bevel, it'll help you get it in, won't it? Yeah, so let's try a bevel. There's not quite. I wonder why that's not going all the way up to there. It doesn't actually go all the way up to the line, does it? Oh, that's fine. Probably because we allowed a bit of clearance. We would have allowed a bit of clearance, I would have thought, anyway. So what we need to do now is Literally just bevel the corners. So it's got to fit into there. I could also do with beveling this corner. That corner's beveled, but then maybe, or maybe because that one's beveled we don't need to. I think we ought to bevel all the corners. Maybe bevel everything. I don't know. Might be better if it's bevel, because then you go like that. The tool path will go like that, like that, like that, like that, instead of just going like that and across. Probably need to bevel everything. Make it easier to mill, basically. I could be going over the top. So put the floppers back on. Alright, so that doesn't really matter. I mean, get your hand in, you don't want a spike on your hand here. Anyway, let's have a think about that for a while. Have a think about that. Now, is there anything down here to bevel? Why am I right over the edge there? So let's just put it into monochrome mode. So we're in monochrome mode. Let's have a look around. We'll look upside down, we don't mind. So when we make the plastics, do we want a bevel? Probably not. We'll need a bevel on this though. Yeah, definitely need a bevel on that.
7 BRI. Concede, Mach 0 VIN trying.
So let's have a bevel on here. 2 mil. 2 mil and
Frequency block.
2 mil.
7 BRI from Mach 0 VIN.
Okay, so we've got our bevel. That helps it slot in better. Let's do the same at the other end. Yeah, so there was more to do. There's always more to do. There's definitely always more to do. Why does that not snap? Begs a question. Oh. It's not even anywhere near, is it? So, that means that I get the other end wrong? Using the same line for this end. So, I don't think that was right. Let's try again. 2 mil. It just so happens it was. How that was, I don't know. Pretty lucky. Okay. Right, so we've got the bevel in there, that's nice. Right, does anything... Oh, I've just found a road colour. Okay. Sometimes it's good to look at the stuff upside down. Make sure you've got everything the right way up. If we can ever get anything the right way up while you're looking at something upside down. Yeah, funny. These feet are in the wrong place as well. So let's just bring that in. Is that 50mm? It's 50mm there, or is it 50mm there? Right, so it's 50mm from the edge. And it should be... So 50mm from that edge, and with the sides on. It should be 50mm from this edge. Right, so we haven't quite got 50mm, so we're doing a bit strange there. So let's sort the feet out next. Okay, so they're not quite in the right place. So we'll go in X-ray mode for this.
United 1 X-ray Alpha. YU1 X-ray Alpha.
It doesn't want to snap to it, does it?
CQ Yankee United 1 X-ray Alpha. YU1 X-ray Alpha.
It doesn't want to snap to it. Why no snapping? Strange. Alright, let's try a different way. Probably because they're not on the surface. Yeah, it's not on the surface, so what I'll do is I'll grab that. No, it doesn't want to grab it, does it? No, oh, there's too much geometry underneath, that's what it is. Too much geometry underneath, let's go where there's less geometry. There you go. And... Right, it's doing some weird stuff. Has it crashed? Yeah, it's crashed. You can't cope with this kind of stuff. Poor SketchUp. Oh well. Poor SketchUp. Just make sure we've got audio while we're waiting. Yeah, we've got audio. We've got to wait now till it crashes. Oh well. What else can we do? Not a lot. Back to work tomorrow. Yeah, I've got to super glue my 3D printed bracket that came with my HDMI adapter because it cracked. Just snapped off. I didn't even touch it, just snapped off. Oh well. Probably say that that was a freebie. The bracket comes free most probably.
5 by 7, 57, okay? 5 by 7 in Rome, Italy, okay? Well, thanks for 5 by 9 plus. Thanks for 5 by 9 plus.
Rome, Italy. Okay.
2-element quad, homemade, and driving homemade amplifier. Okay?
Homemade
Please give me if you
amplifier.
got your report. Your 5 by 7, 57. Did you
Homemade
have
amplifier. Yeah. But it's pushing a few watts. We're just waiting for the program to crash at the minute. There it is. Seems to take longer every time. Let's open it again. It's just going to open up and hold a white flag one. It's going to hold a white flag up and say, look, I'm just a toy. Stop trying to use me for professional work. I'm just a toy. Never designed for this. Right, so what's happened? Is it froze? Oh, so my mouse died. Uh-oh. My mouse has died. So I'm going to need to charge the mouse up there. Done that much streaming, the mouse has died a death. I've got to find a lead to plug in to charge it up.
Hey, United November 7, good luck. How are you? I'm glad to hear you again. How are you? You're 5'9", over.
No, that's not it. No, that's not the one. So, that begs the question, where is the lead? The lead must already be here.
Okay, Victor. Thanks for 5'9" plus. You're 5'9", as usual. Good signal. Good signal. We had a good time here. 13 degrees, 13 degrees today.
Cool,
Even though at the
nice.
moment only +5. Only 5 degrees at the moment. It's quite cold at the moment, Victor. Okay, thanks very much for contact
Right,
with you
so
again.
we're a bit stuck today.
IK0ETA, over.
No, that's not it. I seem to be all out of leads today. It's going to be fun. So, my charging leads. Charging lead for the
Thank you
for
very
the
much,
mouse.
Victor. You're on 7GL. IK0ETA 73.
That is very strange goings on.
Right, QRZDX, Asia and Pacific, over.
Right, let's charge the
QRZDX, I'm bidding Fari. I'm bidding Fari.
That's a camera.
India kilowatt 0, Echo Tokyo Alpha,
Right, I'm at a loss.
QRZDX, over.
Total loss, that is. That's weird. Hang on, what we got here?
QRZDX, QRZ Delta X-ray.
Well, that's the monitor.
India kilowatt 0, Echo Tokyo Alpha, QRZDX, over.
So I've lost my leads. No lead to charge. What is it? It's yeah. My mouse. Can't charge my mouse.
CQDX, CQDX, CQ Dog X. CQDX, CQ Delta X-ray. India kilowatt 0, Echo Tokyo Alpha. India kilowatt 0, Echo Tokyo Alpha.
Let's put that motherboard out of the way.
India Kilowatt 0 Echo Tokyo Alpha QRZDX over.
Ah, so it's like I've been robbed of my leads. Oh, I've got it.
What is your code again?
I found it. Right, so I'm streaming and my mouse has died a death.
Radio 6 Lima Oscar Tango. Thank you. You're 5 by 7.
Right, I've got it plugged in again now, which means I've got it back again. I've done that much moving with the mouse, it's died. I thought the program had crashed then.
Okay, Alex. Thanks for 5 by 9. I'm pleased to copy you again, Alex.
I'll see what it's doing. So I need to grab the whole thing. To grab it from there and move it to there, just like that. Okay, that's one done. Same again. That was funny, that was. Very funny. Is that actually online? That looks like it's lined up, that one. Is it? No. Where is the line? I can't see it. Alright, let's press escape on that. Not quite sure about that one. I think that's the only one that is lined up. Okay, so let's say it's lined up now. I know this one isn't. That's that one done. Now this one. That's it. Okay. Just make sure I haven't gone wild. Let's have a look. Oh, you can't look from the bottom. There is no view from the bottom. I think we're okay. So I can get rid of the measurement lines. Okay. And right, so it can come up right now. Let's have a look around it, upside down. Yes, that is good. Now we've got a bit of a point here. We want a nice clean point though, we don't want... Yeah, we can put up with that. Is there anything else? The feet in the right place at least. We've put that there where it is, right on the corner. That's okay. So what, we haven't got any PCB screws. I suppose we could design ourselves a PCB screw. We need the same screw for the power supply. So we need to model a PCB screw. Let's bring it round the right way up. Okay, and we also got no detail for inside the in there. Well, never mind. Okay, is there anything else we can do to this? Not really. Not really at all. Let's take the sides off again. Have a look around here.
DX, India kilowatt
No,
0,
nothing
Echo Tokyo
there.
Alpha. India
So we need some
kilowatt
screws for the sides,
Tokyo Alpha.
screws for the fixings. Oh, we don't really need screws, do we? Cable management.
India kilowatt 0, Echo Tokyo Alpha, DX, over.
And we've got squares there where we could do with. Yes, we've got squares there.
IT 0 ETA, frequency clear.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it? Doesn't really matter. Right, okay.
Okay, Japan Hotel 1, Sugar America.
Okay,
Japan.
so we must be getting
Okay,
close.
I do copy. I thought the band was over for JA. Now please do copy. You have a good signal. I'll give you a
We
report.
must be getting close. We've got to be getting close now, surely. Unless there's some design flaw which... Because at the minute these things are just in place. It's in 3D, so there's no gravity effect here. So nothing would fall if it was not attached. It would just sit there. But in real life it would fall. So what I've got to try and work out is if there's anything about to fall. It's difficult to work out. So if, I know one thing we have got to do, we haven't done, right, the lid. Yeah, these two things here, they stick up into the lid. And this one here. So we've got to do something with that. And what do we do? The lid's the height it is, and that's it. So I've put the lid back on. So the lid is there like that, and that is inside. That's on the surface of the lid. So that one's no. That lid will actually, yeah, it needs a pocket putting out. We need a bit of a pocket in the bottom plastic. Now we've got a pocket there. We're going to mill that pocket. That's straight through. So could we do the same with that one? I suppose we could, but it only goes in a bit. So it needs to, and that one there needs to go. Needs to have a bit of somewhere to go, otherwise it's going to hold the lid off. It'll hold the lid up from sitting down flush with that there. So what I need is to work it out. So I could use that as a line there. So it needs to go in the lid. Tell you what, let's lose the lid a minute, because we can use this as geometry. So what we're going to do is, yeah, so we need a bit of a pocket, not a lot of a pocket. Either that or we bring this up. If we bring that up, we'd have to bring everything up. We'd have to bring the whole lot up. All the front and the front plastic and everything. Because the lid would come up to there, like that. So we'd have to bring everything up. And that means we'd have to cut and no, everything is in the place it has to be. Yeah, can't really bring it up. So what we're going to have to do then is literally put them wells in. So we could either step round it, Yeah, how are we going to do it? So, what I could do is draw around it, I suppose. So it's almost flush, so I can go use that as a guide there. That's actually going to sit inside the lid anyway. It's already got a well there next to it. So unless we, hang on, extend that well over to here. Extend it right over to here, and then, well, we could make that one big well, couldn't we? But then you've got, instead of having a milky bit there and a milky bit there, you'd have a milky bit all the way across. So don't really need that problem. And these are only thin. Yeah, so these are only thin. So we could just as well mill a small piece across, just a line for them to sit in. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. So that begs the question. Right, so I'll tell you what we can do. Take the lid off. We'll grab the geometry we can get hold of. We'll grab that and that, and copy that. Okay, so we've copied that, and we can put the lid on. Come out of there. We want the bottom plastic of the lid, so is that there? Yeah. We need to paste it in place. Okay, then we need to come out and hide the lid again. We need to grab these two and copy them. Come out and put the lid back. Go back into the lid. Paste that in place. Right, and then there's one right over this side. Right over here. We need to do the same again with this one. Okay, so we'll just put a line in it.
India Kilowatt 0 Echo Tokyo Alpha. Yes, Benny, you're like a local station at the moment. You sound local. No problem. A good opening. Good opening. I was calling JA, but I heard few stations, so maybe it's too early in the morning.
Okay, so we've got that.
But it's becoming tough.
What we need to do now is take the lid up.
US station from North America will come in through.
About 200 mil. We should be able to see the stuff we've put in place. Do you know what? Let's just go up at another 200 mil.
5 degrees is quite cold. Quite cold here in Rome, plus 5 degrees here, of course, on the hills.
Right, so we've got them lines. Right, that's because it's plastic, so it's wider. Right, so we need a routing pocket in there. It only needs to go halfway, doesn't it? Right. So what we'll do is we'll make it slightly wider. Let's have a look. So it's inside already, because that's how far deep they go. So we need 3D. And we need to make it bigger. At the minute we've got 2 mil, so we could do with it. Probably could do with it going a little bit more than 2 mil. So what we'll do is we'll go 1 mil more and 1 mil more this way, and we need it to come from there this way. We need a pocket, so we could probably need to go this way about, let's say, 2 mil. And can we go the other way 2 mil? Yeah. So we can go the other way 2 mil as well. Right, so let's draw some lines in.
Roger, Roger, Debbie. I'll count 0 my Yankee. India Kilo 0 Echo Tokyo Alpha. Denny, when are you planning to go back in Swiss? When? In spring? I think you're going over. You told me about
that's our
that.
pocket.
You said in the springtime, over?
So we need to get rid of the geometry. Okay, so we've got rid of the geometry and we need to bring that to the surface. Right. Right, so what's gone on there? We're not somewhere near it, are we? Right, what have we done? Let's have a look. So we're there, but we don't seem to be on the same plane. Ah, I've got it. We're not inside it. So cut. Go into it.
Oh, Roger, Roger. Then Hotel Sugar 0 ZMY IK 0 Echo Tango Alpha. Yeah,
Right.
you told me about that.
And we need to grab it all, bring it to the surface
I know, Denny. I know. Yeah, you told me. Well,
on the
enjoy over
face.
there, Denny. Enjoy Thailand. Enjoy Thailand. You have also a bike, right?
Okay, we need to pocket it. That's not on the surface. Oh, it's on the surface of that, so undo move
And I'm going to US as well pretty soon.
on the
And then,
face.
also, I have to go to Zurich. You know, I have
That's
to go
better.
to Zurich, I think.
And we need to pocket it down something like,
Beginning of the next month, I should be in Zurich.
let's
Well, very busy, and then
so we've got 6 mil, we need to go at least 3, let's go 4 mil, let's go 4 mil, 4 mil down.
I would like very much to.
We need to get rid of this
Some friends over there
that.
in Japan, Denny.
and that.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see.
We need to
Denny.
copy that.
So, by the way, in any case,
Oh, got another line.
conditions at the moment seems to be increasing around this time. Usually the end was open around 10 local, about
Copy
about
that.
9 local time. And now it's 10:20. Japan seems wide open with Asia. So good signal. Very
Alright, we need to grab.
signal is increasing. Hotel Sugar 0 by Yankee.
Copy that, bring it over here.
0 Echo Tokyo Alpha, right?
So I'll put it there at the minute. That should be somewhere like, yeah, somewhere like. Alright, they're more in the right place, so they need to be, yeah, we need to come over a bit with that one. Yeah, because it's different. It's different, is it? Why is it different? Don't know. Yeah, that begs the question, why is it different? Let's have a look why it's different. Why are you different? So you've got your thing sticking out there. So that one is slightly stood off from the back. Don't know why that one slightly stood off the back. That's probably a mistake. And this one, oh, flush with it. Where are they? Can't see them. Oh, over here. No, that's one on its own. Oh, here they are. Sorry, they're here. So these are right up against it. So that's probably more accurate. So that one shouldn't be a gap. Okay. Let's go back down to there then. So we've modelled it on the one that there should be. That's not quite right, so we'll move this. Let's put this in its place. So we need to grab this box.
Okay, Denny. Okay, I know you told me about that, but when you will be there, you have to test what I told you. I think you have to try different power supply.
Just make sure we haven't got anything else now. So we need to grab it by the middle.
The problem when we transmit, we have a current.
So grab it by that middle and bring it to... No, we're on top. I can't get it.
There are some other currents that will go through the wires, through the ground.
Right, what mode are we in? We're in X-ray. So we've got to try to get that over there.
The problem is, I think it's when it's very strong.
Right, so we need to bring them up to the surface first, so let's do that. We need to bring them up to the top. No, not from that angle, we're not.
If it's radiator, all through ground, to the wires or whatever, then I think you have to do the two tests that I told you. Then after you have done that, you send me an email and send me what happened. Okay? First of all, put a dummy load.
That's right, onto the face. And so these as well.
Something to tell you, just a very simple one with transformer, a breach, and then
These need to come up.
The capacitor and the 3-minute diode. And this is very simple one.
On the face.
For sure. Okay.
Let's have a quick look, see if they've moved too far out of whack. They look okay. Right, so I need to get that box needs to sit in the middle of that there. So alright, so if we bring that, grab that by there, and if we bring it, that's it, into the middle of there. Okay, so we've done that, and we've got to bring the whole thing. No, we shouldn't have done that. Right, so we've got to grab it again. We could do with grabbing it by the middle, really. Can we grab it by the middle? So there's the middle, and there's the middle. So that's the middle, and that's the middle. No. Unless you put a line on it. And then another line this way. Alright, I might be able to grab it by the middle. And we need a line in the middle of this one. Right, that doesn't do what we want. Hang on. What's that? 1 mil. So like that. And we need to go this way. That's not going to work. Whatever the size of that is, that needs to... Yeah. So we've got to grab by the middle of this. Push it over the middle of that. Is that right? Let's have a look. Doesn't look right, but it is right. So that's in the right place now. And we've got to do the same again to this one. So, right, okay, let's do the same again to that one. So we've got to duplicate that and put it in there. Then we've got to get rid of these lines out. Okay, have we got rid of them? That one.
Roger, Roger, Denny, HS 0ZMY in Thailand, India Kilowatt 0, Echo Tokyo Alpha.
Right.
Okay, well, Denny, thanks very much.
Okay.
Thanks very, very much. So, okay, I understood.
So we've got
what
our
you said
pockets
is, there are rules in
ready
Switzerland.
for
And okay, well,
brackets.
if you don't succeed yourself,
This
you
one,
can, call them. But
it's in the
I
wrong
think
place,
if
isn't
you
it?
try what I told you, it will be interesting to learn something.
It's in the wrong place, I think.
Maybe you know, or maybe it can be also the modem. Okay, it can be also the modem. That is
Maybe.
not sugar enough. Okay, they should have some filtering. But
Anyway, let's come out.
there is sometimes there is some defect.
Let's put the lid back
It comes
on.
directly from the factory. Maybe miss the ground or
Oh, that's not
something
going
like
to do
that.
it. Not from that angle.
The grounding is floating on the unit, and then they behave like a kind of antenna and pick up the
400.
radio frequency. So that's
Let's
something.
get back
it's
the
an
right
art,
way up.
Denny. It's an art. And I think but it's also fun. It's not too terrible, but
Right, so these pockets should then sit over the two brackets.
So, well,
Oh, they look smaller. Why?
you take care, okay?
Too small.
Well, and have a good upcoming week.
Why are they small when...
If you go to sleep again, and Hotel Sugar 0ZMY.
Right, so they need to be made bigger.
ETA. Over to you, Denny.
Oh, because I went from that line to there and I didn't allow for the bend.
Ciao, Denny.
So they need to go bigger again by...
Where's the station from Japan? There is anybody else over?
Let's say 4 mil.
You said 2 Echo 0 Papa Ocean Hotel?
Alright. So we should be able to just drag them over 4 mil. No, can't drag them over because they're... It's not letting us do it. So, hang on then. Let's just save what we got so far.
Okay. So, you're 5x8 here in Rome, Claude. Roger.
Go back up to 300 mil. Say. Right, we'll do it from this side. So we've just got to expand them by 400. 4 mil each side.
5x8 here in Rome, Roger.
That's the wrong one. That's in the wrong place. So do these two first. Right, so go into these.
Okay, Claude, I'm in your direction now, okay? Well, 73, you take care and stay well.
Right, so go. Wrong one.
Yeah, 73, bye-bye.
4 mil. It's close to that, isn't it? Oh well. It is what it is. I probably could get away with 3 mil. 4 mil. Right, so then I need a line over here. A line from here all the way out to there. So we can line up this one. This one needs extending by 4 mil as well. $4 mil, and the other side. $4 mil. We need to line it up with that line. Right, so we need to just nudge it over the whole thing. Need to just nudge it over to the line. Just grab it by the middle. No. Alright, did that do the business? Maybe. Okay, let's see when we come out. Everything good. Alright, let's put it back. Back 300 mil. That wasn't it, that was only 30 mil. Okay, right. Let's have the right way up and have a look. Take this X-ray mode off. Swing it round. Let's have a look. Should have some pockets just above these brackets now, if everything went right. Yeah, we did. So we've got pockets for the top of the brackets to sit in. Yeah. It looks like we could probably bring them back a mil or so, but it won't bother. There's no pockets this side. There's a pocket over this side for this one. Now this one, it's not sitting. In reality, it does sit flush. This plate does. But on mine, I've got a bit of a gap, and it's not quite sat in there because I brought it over. So this one probably needs to be bigger. Or do they all need to be bigger? Probably all need to be a bit bigger. How thick's that? 2 mil. But that is a 2 mil. It is 2 mil, I think. If I grab the HDMI card, the one that's fell apart, 3D printed. Right. Yeah, it's just that's fell apart. That's better. So the little piece broke off just there, the little plastic. The screws are coming loose, so I got the plastic, I just need to glue it back on. But that's the bracket that came with it, and it is 2mm thick. Anyway, I've got to sort that out yet. Pull out a Raspberry Pi Zero and sit it on and program it up. Pop it in, maybe I can use HDMI. Right, so there's that. So I think we need to make them wider. But that one is set forward anyway. We need to give it a bit of space, a bit of tolerance. But that normally be screwed against the front there. So that's 2mm thick. Let's see what we've got. So let's bring that back up again. 300mm. Spin it round. Go around, round and round and round and round. Alright, it's this one on its own. We've got to make them all wider anyway. Right. Let's try and measure it. Yeah, it's only 2mm. So we need to make that thicker so we can just go into this. We should be able to just grab that now and go in there and just go that way. Let's make it 1mm thicker. I'll do the same to these. 1mm. 1mm. Is that right? Yeah, that's alright now. Yeah, okay. Right, let's push that back where it's supposed to be. 300mm. Turn it round the right way. So now if we have a look, we should have enough space. More than enough space, yeah, look, that's alright. And these here should have enough space. Yeah, we're okay. That's taken care of, so that's that one more thing taken care of. Right, save that. I'll do F slot slide. Now we have a kid watching too long. Alright. Yeah, fair play. Got your kid watching with you, maybe. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've been using SketchUp for so many years. You know, modelling for the, I can't remember, ever since PCs came around. So as soon as it was released, basically, everyone uses it. So some of this stuff, it might seem easy, but I'm not sure for new people whether it would be easy. But at least you can see where I'm going. This version, there's no shortcut keys. Or if there is, I don't know about them. Oh, there is some there, look. O, H and Z. Control, there is a few shortcut keys. Yeah. But when I switch over from these styles, there doesn't seem to be a shortcut key. There might be though. So I end up showing you how to get to stuff. So if you wanted to download SketchUp Make 2017 from, unless they've got it already. Watching with my kiddo, she's mesmerised. Oh right, fair play. I often get blamed for sending people to sleep, so yeah. Exactly like I have a SketchUp too, yeah. I don't know why I've tried to use. I had a 1 year free of Fusion 360 as a trader. They gave me a year for don't know, and in that whole year I never used it once. Never used it, and then it ran out, and I thought, well, you'd think they'd give you a year for when you start using it, or see that you haven't done it. It's saved to the cloud mostly, so you think, why don't they just give you some hours on it instead of just a year? To say, we'll give you so many hours, whatever, free. But then it begs the question, what happens when you've finished your hours? You know, you've got to start paying for it. That's okay if you're earning money from it. If you can earn money from it, that's fair enough. I don't mind. Nobody minds paying for something if they're earning money, but this is just hobby stuff. This is nobody's going to give you any money from it. It used to be free, you know, if it was anything like that, hobby or right. My kid signed me up for Adobe. Oh right, and I couldn't cancel either. I had to pay $20 a month for a year. Yeah. It seems crazy. I mean, what should happen is anything now should be bought up. Get the users to get together to buy up anything software-wise, buy it up, and then make it open source. So everyone contributes to make it open source. You get enough contributors to bringing, keeping it up to date. But once they work out there's money to be made from it, then you try and get it back off them again. Subscription models, it's okay if you're doing it all day long. You don't mind any amount of money you'll pay, but if I might not use it from 1 month to the next, or I might be doing some other work and doesn't require it. I know I signed up to some money, paid some money for about £35 for an add-on for SketchUp, so I could animate it, save the animation out to video and stuff, and it's a lifetime subscription. I can't remember the name of the add-on now, the extension. Can't remember it. So, just trying to think if I've done a video with it in. I created a little animation with it, a little forklift truck loading, going through a barrier and a walkway, and then did it for work. But I bought the extension myself. I can't remember the name of it now. I tried to search for my emails. Well, I could download it. I could just log in again and it'll be on there. But you've got simple capability anyway in this to do animation. You've got scenes. You can set up a scene. People like you do the work, companies earn in perpetuity. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've always done lots of work. That's just the mindset. If you don't work hard, if you don't do the work, if anything happens to a company, they'll basically what happens is if they have to start up again, they won't even consider you. But if you're the good worker, the trooper as they call it, you'll never be out of work. You'll always have work. That's not always a good thing, really. It is, but it isn't, because it means you never get a rest. You never have a rest. Other people, if they get out of work or whatever, they've got a few months rest. If you've always got something you can do, you'll never have a rest. That pandemic that went on, and they furloughed at our place. They furloughed half of them off. I wasn't one of them there, and shame I wasn't one of them, because they had about 4 months off. rest. And me, I didn't get no rest. Actually, my job got worse. Because they were off, I was having to do their job as well. So I was, yeah. Not only was I working when everyone else was sat with their feet up, I had to carry on working as well. Seems to be the case for me. Well, yeah, being let out, but usually make better in the next one. Let go, yeah, let go, but usually better. Yeah. I mean, I would have worked anyway. Whenever I have a holiday or a day off, I'm working on my project. On my main project. I was in the past. I'm just working on that, and I'm actually glad to get back to work just to get a break from it. So even though I work when I'm at work, it was a different kind of work though. If it was left to me, I would just keep working solidly, and I'd burn out and all sorts. So sometimes it's the only time you get a rest, you know. Right. Yeah, it's good. It's all good stuff. Right, what's happened to the radio? Still a bit of activity on this HF. Station coming in from Rome earlier. You normally get quite a few from the middle of Europe.
Because it is so quiet, and as you know, verticals are not very good for the
yeah, if you like your job, you won't work a day in your life. Yeah, I love working on my own projects, but I don't get rest once I start. Like a tenacious, just keep going. Don't have enough rest. Like today, I've done 3 live streams because I want to get this done. I'm not in a rush to get it done, but I want to just get it done, basically. I don't know why to keep doing it. Could be with a beer, watching the movie or something. You know what I mean? Must be mad. Anyway. Yeah, but I mean, people I work with, they think I'm mad. I tell them I've been working on this. They go, "You're mad." Yeah, I think I'm mad. I might be mad. I don't know. Maybe I'm mad. Why am I wasting my time on some technology that's from 1989? 1988, 89, 90. I don't know. It's one of those things, it's always in the back of your mind. Yeah, so I've been trying to do this for ages, but I've always been too busy on my other projects. So not this case though, not this case. I've got a lot of these old Amiga computers, retro computers. They need recapping, and they all work, but they just need recapping and tidying up. I was going to keep the best ones, examples, one of each or something like that, and then ship the rest out, but it's having the time. I used to buy them up, I used to buy them broke and then fix them, and they're like worth, well at the time they were like, you could at least double your money or triple your money. Yeah, Dawson 311. I used to. Yeah, I used to write programs in DOS. QBasic, Quick Basic, then Turbo Pascal 7. Going back a bit, back to 1994, 95. Oh. Going back before that, 1992, 93. Yeah, probably 93. I've got a lot of programming books. They're like, nobody wants them now. They're like massive manuals that thick. Like, should bring them in here really, but they're on a bookshelf. But it'd fill the whole room up. Literally fill the whole room up. But lots of technologies that just passed. They've gone. QBasic for sure. Yeah. QBasic, Quick Basic, and then Turbo Pascal 7. I wrote a whole access control system in Turbo Pascal 7. Barcode, based off barcodes. And I designed all the electronics. And wrote the software and everything. It's crazy. And this all ran in a computer. The computer was a 386 SX 16 or 25 little motherboard built into a metal enclosure with a not even a floppy drive, just not in a hard drive, just a floppy drive. The program run on a floppy drive, and it was a gate contact monitor. So basically, every time someone opened the gate, it would record the date and time. You wouldn't do it like that now. You do it with a little microcontroller. It'd record the date and time into a file on the floppy disk. You'd come and take the floppy disk out, take it to your laptop, and then you'd view the dates and time. Basically, someone was out. Security were opening a gate. They were unlocking a gate in the middle of the night. And they're supposed to write in their logbook when the gate has been opened. Assembler, yeah, not like yeah. I did some assembler. Z80 assembler. Mostly hacking games, making them just intercepting the ROM kernel routines that activate the tape drive. So when they're loading the game, it switches the ROM kernel routine for handling the tape. But if you want to put them onto disk, you've got to intercept that and swap it out for initializing a disk ROM for the disk ROM to take over. Otherwise it would start loading from disk and then go back to tape again, which you didn't want. So I used to hack the loader, just edit the loader basically, change a few ROM kernel routines. Dang, hey, send me an email or something if I make it out to England. I'll have a meal if you play. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, this UK's gone a bit wild. It's gone wild on us at the minute. Cost of living is crazy. Absolutely balmy in the UK at the minute. There's all sorts going on, without getting political, but there's all sorts of stuff going on at the minute. Yeah, no problem. Zip drives. Yeah, I've got a zip drive. I've got a zip drive. I've even got a brand new pack of mini discs, untouched, sealed mini discs somewhere. Yeah, there's so much stuff. Tape drives and zip drives. Yeah, nightmare. No, I don't know. I've never been to America. My sister goes regularly, but I've never been. I don't go outside the UK much. More of a visual thinker. If I can see it on TV, unless I'm going to be a multi-millionaire, then I'll probably go. Otherwise, I stay where I am. Basically, yeah. I don't go out much. Don't go on holiday. Only UK. Funny bugger I am. Anyway. Yeah, there's a company out there I follow. I don't know if you know them. Adafruit Industries. Adafruit. They're in. Sure, they're in New York. Adafruit. The problem is the cost to transport anything from the US back and forth to the UK. They say there's a lot of trade going on, but it costs something from, say, China would cost you about £2 or £3. Something from the US, you're probably looking at 30-40 quid delivery. So I don't know. I mean, I do buy stuff from DigiKey. They've got a UK branch. If you spend over a certain amount, they will send you free of charge, no cost. So I think it does comes on plane from America. DigiKey, that's a real good company. Anyway, yeah. So I've been following Adafruit Industries with this microcontroller stuff since about 2009. Because basically I gave up on electronics a while back, gave it up. I was messing around with PIC microchips and digital electronics between 93 and 2000, and worked for a company in about 2000. For 10 years it went dead, basically. Any electronics, nobody made anything, it was all bought in. You didn't even repair it. If you worked anywhere, they didn't repair it, someone else repaired it, send it all the stuff back faulty, get it replaced. Then they brought the maker movement out. Everyone's Arduino came out. And then electronics went wild. It's gone mad from there on. So yeah, that's what brought me back into it, because I just thought it was dead. But anyway, if my messages get a bit weird, it's because my baby's fighting for the keyboard. Right, no problem. Yeah, don't worry. It's all good. Yeah. Right. Let's see what else I've got to do on this. Every time I change frequency on this radio, they keep going dead on me. There's another one. You'd think they'd stay on one frequency. Ham radio. It's big in America, ham radio, isn't it? I think. I split between ham radio and vintage computers. There's so many. I've got this room I'm in, supposed to be a home recording studio. It's supposed to be a home recording studio there. Underneath there, that setup there is the MIDI music. It's control up there. Well, this room was full of guitars and keyboards at one point, but slowly getting taken over. It's like I've got another room where it's all lab equipment. It's got oscilloscopes, bench power supplies, and all that kind of stuff. I was streaming from that one initially. Some of my earlier videos are streaming from there, fixing electronic stuff. Yeah, it's all craziness. But anyway, right, I don't know where I got to now with this. Oh, yeah, I've sorted those brackets out at the back with the pocket. So when I mill that out, I'm going to have to make sure I mill it the right way up. It's going to have to be turned around to create the G code with the pocket. It's easy enough. Right, I'll show you the pocket. So if I say, for instance, if I just go like this, look, turn off, go on to parallel projection, put on the axes. If I just go like go 500, let's go up 10 and then down 10. That gives us some lines. So if I just draw something, I need to come in from 10mm. If I just draw a box, say, doesn't matter what size it is, just draw a box. And if I say I want, if it's 6mm thick, so if I want to draw, I want that area there. I want to cut this out, but I want to pocket that there. Get away, right, without context that sounded like Churchill was about to jump in with an important message. Yeah. Yeah, that's they're just in some in Rome. So let's so I want to pocket that. So I want to do a circle. So let's say I do that. So I go onto this tool, inside cut. I go like that, put that there, and if I want to do a pocket, you've got to find out how big the material is. There's lots of stuff here. So you go material thickness 6.15mm. Then I'd go a pocket face. So you put that in there, and it give you a percentage down the bottom here in the right hand corner, 50%. So if I say 50%, I'll leave it at 50%. So if I go like that, right, that's going to pocket it 50%. So it's going to mill it out only half the thickness, so like 3mm. And if I come with an outside cut, I go like that, that'll cut it. So if I could now bring my safe area over here like that. Yeah, it's a bit big, but that'll work. So click on that arrow and it'll create some G-code. So it creates the G-code. So if you go over to another tool, there's a website. You can load in the code. So that thing we just made, it's going to mill all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and a bit. I've told it to, this is the tool path for this, the milling bit on a CNC. It'll go round 12 times through a 6mm. Each time it goes round, it'll adjust itself half a mil. So now it'll cut the hole all the way out, so there'll be 12 of them. But this one here that's a pocket, I've only told it to go halfway through, so it should only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a bit. 6 and a bit passes, which will leave it. The plastic it won't go all the way through. It'll have a pocket in it. So that piece, you could cut yourself a piece of plastic out. Oh snap! Will that model print on a 3D printer though? You could convert it to print on 3D printers. I've got a 3D printer and I've never assembled it. Never yet assembled it. Never assembled it yet, so yeah, it's a funny one. Only a very cheap one, but I will have to assemble it and try it. From what I can gather, you've got to slice it up, the model. But you'd have to, if you're doing printing, you'd have to print each one of these pieces. You'd literally use so much. You'd have to use so much plastic, and Cost a fortune to print. It's probably better to mill it out, maybe. Don't know. I know we already talked about that. I'm just curious if I can just take the STL and just drop it into a slicer and hit send. Will I get that thing? Yeah, something I've never got into yet. I've always managed without it. I've done a bit of laser cutting and mostly milling with a CNC router. But I've got to get into it. Yeah, you could print the whole thing out. Yeah, each panel you could print it out. Some of these are quite wide though. That's quite wide. So, for instance, to do the back plate, it's 457mm wide. A lot of printers, they don't print that wide. Yeah, if it was small stuff, you could probably just print it out. Yeah.
Thank you, mate. Stand by. I have a couple of friends on track.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, I've almost come to the end of. I'm just scratching for things to try. So I've caught that. Yeah, I've caught that there. So we managed to get that in there. So I'm just looking around it basically, seeing if there's anything else that I forgot to do. Anything else? I don't think so now. And this, there's probably going to be, because I modelled all these holes and everything, trying to measure it off a real thing. There's going to be some discrepancies where they're slightly out. So the idea is, I don't want to make too many samples or first offs. So you make it, then you've got to scrap it basically and make another one because your hole's slightly wrong. So I've tried as best to get it in the right place, but there's no way you can get everything in the right place with this complicated model. You could overspend time on it, but at some point you're just gonna have to go for it and just see what you can do. Trial and error. So, I mean, once I've got one to build into my board, I probably won't do a lot with it again, unless if I notice something that's out of position, I'll copy it and paste it and move it. But because the price of the plastics and that, maybe I will just drill. If there was a hole slightly out, I might just, rather than wait and set up another one and mill it out just for one hole that's slightly out, I might just go ahead and drill that hole. But if enough people are interested in it, I'll carry on and make it good. Just carry on with it, make it good. So yeah, I'm sort of at a loss with it now, so hour and a half. I think that's going to be about it, but what I need to do is create some G-code, but I can't do that now, so I'm going to have to come back to it. I can start making it now, really. I'm going to save it there. Just save it there and I'll come back to it and have a think tomorrow evening and see if there's anything else needs doing. But now I've got to flat it all out and create the G-code. So, and that's create the G-code for each panel. Some of them are duplicate panels, they're exactly the same, so I could just, one G-code could make both panels basically. So there's all that kind of stuff. So the power supply cradle and the drive bays I could leave till last. The base is the most important. Get the base and the front and back plastics. So it's going to take a while. But once the models are ready, you know, once the, I mean, you probably could send whether you send the STL file off to an online service or something.
No problem, 7-3. If you are that,
Maybe you'll be able to do that.
X-ray America.
Oh, I started to fall asleep there. It's 12 minutes past 10 in where we are here, so. And I am literally got to work in the morning, so I will have to call it a day now. So I'm going to save it at that and leave it there. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm gone. And bye bye for now. And let's just give you a bit of a...
The computer converts these numbers into impulses that cause sound waves to come directly from a loudspeaker.
Oh, yeah, sure. How can you send me an email? Let me have a think. How do you send me an email? How do you send me an email? That's a good question. Come on to if you're on tomorrow. I don't know. I bet you're asleep when I'm on it in the evening. But I'm just trying to think. How would I do it? Probably the easiest way is to search for my company name. Yeah. Search for my company, and then you can email me through there. Probably that's probably the easiest. I won't have to reveal it over here, but yeah, that's probably the easiest way. Well, if you're on tomorrow night, I'll try and think of a way of doing it. I've never done it. I'll have a think about it. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, all right then. Thanks, mate. Well, see you all soon.
The art of computer graphics is only in its infancy. Only by computer could they be calculated and for the first time pictorially described. The entire musical score accompanying this film was composed on a computer that can produce nearly endless variations of sounds.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer too. Afford the carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two.